when some of the terms in your quadratic are brackets, the method's the same, but maybe it's a bit harder to recognize the patterns. So one thing you can do is replace the brackets by a letter. So in this case, I'm replacing the 2m plus 1 with the a. Now I can see my factors, but because the a represents the 2m plus 1, I've got to replace the a by the 2m plus 1. Now I need to open up that internal bracket and simplify, which gives me this. But remember, your last step is then always look, see if there's any further factoring you need to do. In this case, there's a common factor of 2 out of the 2m plus 4, so that common factor goes out the front. In this case, the same idea, replace the bracket by a letter, do the factoring, replace the letter by the original bracket, open up the internal bracket, and simplify. Same again here. Now the reality is, once you start getting better at this, you don't actually write down this step. You're doing it internally. You're just thinking about it. If you need to write it down though, do it. So there are my factors. Replace the letter by the original bracket, open the internal bracket, and simplify. Remember, we're always looking at that last answer to see if there's any further factoring steps. In this case, I've got two different brackets, so I'll replace it by two different letters, do my factoring, replace the letters by the original bracket, open up the internal brackets, and simplify. Here, different type, same idea. There's my factors. Replace the letter by the bracket, open up the internal bracket, and simplify. Now this looks horrible, but we've only got two different brackets. So again, we use two different letters. Remember, you might just be doing this in your head. You don't necessarily have to write these red steps down. There are my factors. Replace the letters by the original brackets, open up the internal brackets, and simplify.